finally, they've released the trailer for Magazine Dreams. I swear, you guys, I have been waiting on this movie for 2 years, ever since I knew it was coming out. But because Jonathan Majors was convicted for assault and harassment, you know, the plug was kind of pulled on this film when Disney had ownership of it. But luckily, it looks like Jonathan Majors has collaborated with Lemuel Plummer. I hope, is that how you say his name? Lemuel Plummer. Now, Lemuel Plummer is the CEO of Zeus Network, Zeus Entertainment. And if y'all don't know what Zeus Network is this online streaming service that basically hosts some of the trashiest television you will ever watch, like some of the trashiest reality TV. There's Baddies, there's Jocelyn's Cabaret. Very, very trashy show. And honestly, for a minute, I didn't think this was the same Zeus. I'm like, this can't be the same Zeus that, you know, hosts Baddies and stuff like that. But not only was there an Instagram post showing the collaboration, but if you go to the website Zeus Network, Magazine Dreams is plastered right there, and you can watch the trailer right there. I'll share my thoughts on that at the end because I don't see this as a lose situation for anyone, but it's just very interesting to see how this award contending film is going to stand next to Baddies Midwest. I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me. But luckily, Zeus Network has partnered with Briarcliff Entertainment to bring this movie to theaters coming March 21st. But I've done enough yapping. Let's get on to the trailer.
You have to do something big and important.
This is so colorful.
When you're dead.
So larger than life. Oh.
Side chest. 21 and 7 switch.
Oh, a little competition there. Michael Hearn.
Training for this every moment of my entire life.
Like my deltoids, judges always say.
I love the lighting in here.
Their lives.
Blue and red.
It is important that you find people that you can make an emotional bond with.
I'm asking you nicely and in a calm voice. If you're not 100%, you will never be successful.
Nobody knows who you are. Nobody.
You gotta commit all energy and focus to being the greatest bodybuilder on the entire planet. That's what separates one from being a champion, one from not being a champion.
Oh, wow. This is so colorful.
Hey guys, helium managers here. Current eyepiece. No!
Oh.
The world ain't fair. It ain't supposed to be fair. That's how it works.
How are you doing, Killian?
What?
Oh, that's so scary.
And dream. They're gonna put a picture of me on the cover of the magazine. When the entire world will know my name.
In theaters March 21st. Okay, so let's break it down. That was a lot to take in. So we are going to go through the beginning here. Look at that booty. So I'm wondering if this is like a vision or a hallucination or something that he's having. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention, the script for this movie leaked. I have not read it because I wanted to be surprised, but I do have a friend and he read the script. And how do I say this? So he read the script because he was scared that the movie was never going to see the light of day. And I had to reassure him. I'm like, it's going to see the light of day. It's going to happen. But he said that the way the script was like panning out, he kind of felt like this was going to have like, I don't know how to say it, like some type of like erotic vibe to it, just the way the script was. And he said when he finally watched this trailer, he finally saw like the suspenseful aspect that's in this movie. So I'm very curious as to how many different type of subjects as far as bodybuilding this movie is going to capture, because, you know, a trailer has to just get people in the seats. It's not until you're in the seats and you go and you watch that movie that you're like, oh, you know, you see what the movie was really talking about. We've seen that with a lot of movies before. You know, I'm sure everyone's seen the movie Barbie that came out, I think the same year this was supposed to come out. You know, the trailer was not very telling of what the actual movie was about. And I feel like this one's a little bit more honest, but we still don't quite have the whole story.
Or nobody will remember you.
I mean, this has to be a hallucination because there's no one in the audience. There's no one out there, but there's all this confetti going around everywhere. So this has to be like a dream or hallucination.
You're dead.
Just look at Jonathan Majors right here. Like, so Jonathan Majors was always in really good shape, right? I've seen this ever since I first saw him in Lovecraft Country. And I feel like when he was in Rocky, I think, what was it, Rocky 3? That's when they really started showing off his physique and showed him off in like Men's Health magazine and stuff. But right here, he really looks the part. I believe he trained for 6 months and ate 6,100 calories a day. And there's an interview with Michael Hearn, like I think it was released like around a year ago. He was talking about he wanted to see, you know, whether Majors could pull this look off. And, you know, Majors stepped on set and Mike was like, he nailed it. And Mike also said that Majors had an interesting outlook on bodybuilding. He said that he noticed that the men who trained angry and lifted heavy looked a certain way, but the men who trained happy and, you know, were more relaxed also looked a certain way. So it was like you could kind of tell how people trained based on their physique. And, you know, Mike was like, I've never heard that before. Like he didn't recognize that until he said it, but because Mike has been in this industry for so long, he could like go, oh yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, I can see that. And another thing I'm noticing about this movie, so artistically, it's a strong artistic choice to use blues and reds. And, you know, it's kind of obvious what that would be trying to come across with, but I haven't seen I haven't seen a movie in a while have this many like strong blues and reds. I think the first movie that comes to my mind is a movie like Suspiria, not the new Suspiria, but I think the Dario Argento movie from, I think, the 1970s. If you watch that movie, you'll know there's like a lot of blues and reds and like strong color hues throughout the film, as far as lighting specifically. He looks so good. Oh my gosh. Like you almost want to tell him, okay, after you finish filming this movie, did you go compete? Because you could probably win a few trophies.
Side.
Okay, he's taking care of his sick dad, it looks like. I recognize some of these bodybuilders. Is this, oh my gosh, what is his name? I don't know if that's him though. I think I've seen this guy before right here. I think I've seen him. I think I know who that is. Is this Breon Ainsley? I don't know. Hold on, let's rewind.
Chest.
That is Breon Ainsley, because I know I saw a picture of them together. Breon Ainsley, I believe he's a Mr. Olympia winner. Hold on, let me look this up. Yeah, he's a 2-time classic physique Olympia champion. So, I mean, they got some real deal bodybuilders up in here. The dude with all the tats. Oh my gosh, I know him too. Hold on, let me look him up. I've seen him as well. Why is my mouse disappearing? There it is. Yeah, this dude right here, I can't pinpoint who he is, but I think I follow him on Instagram.
21 and 7.
Oh, looks like we got like a little animosity right here. Yeah, we got a little something going on right here. If you've ever watched a bodybuilding competition, it gets very interesting when you clearly see two competitors having like a rivalry. I think one of the biggest rivalries in recent memory, there might have been one after this, but it didn't blow up nearly as much. But like the Phil Heath and Kai Green scenario, where it was like, whoa, y'all about to scuffle up there? What's going on? But looks like we got something like that going on right here. Now look at this. He's got all these muscle posters up here. Like he is dedicated. Like he has to wake up. And as soon as he opens his eyes, he is greeted with the body he's trying to attain. Can y'all imagine? Like, I can't do that to myself. That, like, me, that would make me depressed. It would depend. I don't know. It would depend on what type of headspace I was in. If I was not in a good headspace, this could be really harmful to me. But if I'm actively trying to achieve something, I could probably do this. But I don't think he's in a good headspace. Does he? Y'all, I'll let y'all decide. Is he in a good headspace?
I want to be Mr. Olympia one day.
And there's Mike O'Hearn. Now, Mike O'Hearn is a very interesting person. Yeah, he is 56 years old. He looks really, really good for his age. And just really good in general, honestly. The first movie that I can say I've ever seen him in is, I actually think I still might own this movie. Yeah, I might still own this movie, but I know he had a starring role in this film called Barbarian. I believe it was a direct-to-video movie. It came out in 2003, 2004. He also had another movie called The Keeper of Time, I believe, from the same director. They were pretty, like, kind of cheesy, cheeky fantasy films. They were fun. Wait, was it the same director? Oh my gosh. Directed by Robert Crombie. Okay, it wasn't the same director, but I believe it was the same studio, I think. But he has been, whether you've seen him in anything or not, he has been acting for quite a long time. So, like, let's back up here. So you see he up here flexing and he's just enamored. So this must be a photo shoot. Okay, so he's at this photo shoot and he's watching Michael Hearn, just pose for all these pictures, and he's just enamored. So this clearly is his idol. He's idolizing this man.
I've been training for this every moment of my entire life.
And here you see, like I said again, hold on, because you saw it a bit of up here.
I've been training for this.
And here again, you see these blues. They're putting these blues in here. And what I'm finding interesting is usually when you use blue, that's, it's like harmonic, it's calm, it's mellow, it's chill, but they're using it more for, I guess I would say, cold. Like, this is a cold scene to me. This doesn't make me feel calm. There's a calming blue, like, oh, I'm so relaxed. But then there's like a cold blue, like I'm out in the snow, walking out in the snow, and I'm using that because sometimes I had to walk through a snowstorm a couple of weeks ago, so that's kind of what I'm referencing. It's a very cold blue.
Every moment of my entire life.
And here we go again. We got these blues and these reds, and I wonder because red can a lot of times mean like rage or something like that. Just something uncomfortable, something maybe bubbling up. And they're mixing it with this really cold blue. So it's not making this comfortable hue. It's very colorful, but it's also very electric. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are very electric colors. Because you can mix blue and red and have like a warm sunset or anything. But this is like almost an electric failure. And it's about to be some type of explosion, which is probably what they're going for.
Like my deltoids, judges always say they're too small. Judges always say they're too small. Like my deltoids, judges always say they're too small.
Okay, so he wants some positive affirmation. He got like a little boo thing saying, do you like my deltoids? The judges always say they're too small. So he's finding this kind of affirmation from different people. And here again, you see we have this blue in this bathroom, and then out here we have all this red. And I mean, clearly they're about to, get intimate or something. But that's just so fascinating. Like, the blue of the bathroom with this red room, like he's walking out of the cold and coming into something bubbling up, which I don't know what kind of, I don't know how this interaction is going to end, but something's clearly going to bubble up. Y'all see what I mean? So, coming out of the cold and into this boiling pot. So fascinating. Look at him trying to flex for her. And look, he's not even flexing, I think, trying to look sexy. Like, he genuinely wants some positive affirmation on his deltoids. Like, do my deltoids look good? He's not even trying to look sexy.
Everyone's a liar.
Okay, hold on. What's she trying to say?
They're liars.
Everyone's a liar.
Okay, so he's basically like, do you think they're liars? She's like, everyone's a liar, So he's like just watching these old bodybuilding tapes. He's just watching these old bodybuilding tapes, just flexing in the mirror, shaving, just making sure everything's looking right. Okay,
You find people
What's his significance here with these people?
that you can make an
Maybe just the interaction, maybe just them having, some type of positive interaction. He's kind of wishing for that.
that you can make an emotional bond with.
Find people that you can make an emotional bond with. Oh, okay, so he's trying to date this woman. It looks like it's not going too well. And look at his face. He's been in a fight or something. This is a very interesting shot because this makes me think of like a Rocky movie or something, just walking down this long hallway. It looks like he's about to go to a boxing ring or something. I bet that was on purpose. This is a very interesting shot.
I'm asking you
Okay, so he's taking care of his dad.
nicely and in a calm voice.
Okay, so who is he talking to?
And in a calm voice.
Hold on, let's hear that again.
I'm asking you nicely and in a calm voice.
That's him talking, not his dad, right? Now, normally if someone is like, I'm asking you nicely. See, I don't like it when people say that because that to me is someone saying, I'm doing everything. Ow, my ear. That's someone saying, I'm doing everything that is traditionally correct for you to do what I say. So if you don't do it, I'm going to act the way I really want to act. That's always scary to me when someone says something like that. Do y'all feel the same way? Have you ever had someone say, I'm asking you nicely to do this? It doesn't come off the way they think it does. That always like skeeves me out. I'm like, oh God, what do you want to do? Oh Lord, here he is getting in trouble with the police. Why are the police messing with him? Always messing with a black man. But also, like I said, more blues and reds here with the police car. And if I'm sure we've all seen like the police lights flashing and stuff. Those are not comfortable colors. Even if there is nothing, even if they're showing up to help you, because I recently had this incident where one of my friends, she got hit by a car and we had to wait on the police to come. And still those red and blue flashing lights made me very uncomfortable. So yeah, good on them. Good lighting, good use of color for this movie.
100% you will never be successful.
So here he is injecting steroids. Oh, I'm trying to see what he said.
You will never be successful.
And I've heard bodybuilders say this stuff like that. If you're not 100%, you're not going to be successful. You have to be on your A game, which that's really sad because there are people up there judging them. And it'll just be one day somebody just feels like this person looks better than the person next to them and it's not even if they're 100% quote unquote or not. It's like that judge that day just felt that the dude on the left looked better than the dude on the right. So, that's really sad about these kind of pageants. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a whole nother discussion.
Nobody knows who you are. Nobody.
Now this is sad. And like I said, here, look at this. So here we have another room of blue and you have this man saying, no one knows who you are. Nobody. That's cold. That's such a cold thing to say. It's cold and uncomfortable.
Well, you gotta commit all energy and focus to being the greatest bodybuilder on the entire planet.
And I'm noticing they're mixing in these oranges, these yellows with the blue because that doesn't communicate to me as warm. But like I said earlier, like electric. Of course, they would use this when he's working out. I'm noticing in a lot of the shots where he's working out, they have like these orange highlights on this cold blue. So I think that's very interesting. That's a very interesting stylistic choice.
That's what separates one from being a champion, one from not being.
Okay, see right here, he's getting kind of into it. He's like, that's what separates a champion from someone who's not a champion.
One from being a champion, one from not being a champion.
He also sounds kind of like, doesn't he sound kind of like nerdy? I don't like that word, but he sounds kind of nerdy when he says, like, it's very technical to him. That's what separates one who's a champion from one who's not being a champion. He sounds very technical about it too. And it seems like, maybe him and her were having a conversation. I don't know what she could have been saying. Maybe, you shouldn't push yourself too hard or something. He's like, no, that's what separates the champions from the non-champions. So what's he trying to break into right here?
Not being a champion.
Hardware and paint. What's he trying to get out of there? What's he getting out of there? And like I said, you see how it's blue up in there? All cold and stuff. Oh, this is a beautiful shot.
Hey guys, Helium Managers here.
Got this blue room, got this blue curtain. I know y'all sick of it. I know y'all sitting here like, can we get it? It's blue and red. It's so fun to point out. I think I keep pointing out because it's a very stylistic choice, and I want y'all to kind of like notice that.
Current eyepiece.
No, what's he trying to say? I know he's shooting a little video.
It's here. Current eyepiece.
Current what? I don't know if he's trying to say IFBB. Probably trying to say IFBB champions. Probably he's trying to say. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, some dudes are fighting him like they're getting in his car. Is that a gun? Or is that just his hand? Oh, they all tussling. Okay. Okay, and see, he's having a negative reaction to all those drugs he's been taking. Plus, he's like not mentally stable. He's like probably heightening his blood pressure. It's like, bruh, it was just a bad take. Chill out. You can cut it out in post, I promise. And this lighting is probably also made to make his muscles pop a little more. Okay, so what's going on with his brain? They examining his brains. Oh my goodness. And look, he escaping from the hospital. And look, doesn't the hospital actually look a bit warmer? Because don't get me wrong, I don't like hospitals. I don't think anyone likes hospitals, but the hospital actually looks warmer compared to all the other areas he goes into. So he's leaving a warm location that could possibly, you know, help him and going back into these cold and electrifying locations. Oh, so such good lighting. But then here we have kind of this warmer light, and that's probably his mental state. You know, this is probably the only time he feels warmth being up on that stage.
The world ain't fair.
And see, here we are in his cold, cold blue room.
The world ain't fair.
Can y'all name these guys on the wall? I can't get a great look at these guys on the wall. I've seen this picture before.
It ain't supposed to be fair.
I'm trying to look at all these pictures. I've seen a few of them before.
That's how it works.
Oh, he getting comfort from his daddy.
How are you doing?
Who you trying to shoot? Killian, who you trying to take off the planet? Uh-oh.
Killian.
What?
That is so scary. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
What?
It ain't supposed to be fair. That's how it works.
That's not comforting. I mean, I guess I see what he's trying to say. The world's not fair. It's not supposed to be fair. That's how it works. I guess that's another way of saying it's not that anyone has it out for you. This is just how the world is. So it's not specifically to you, but still, that's not very comforting in my opinion. And here we have like this more electrifying color. I feel like this also just to make his muscles pop, because look at his muscles. Oh my goodness.
How are you doing, Killian?
How are you doing, Killian? Oh, they're so, oh my gosh, that is so scary. Why is he smiling at her like that? With all that blood in his mouth. Killian Maddox. What's going on here? That's clearly Mike O'Hearn right there. I think I used to have this image. I think I had whatever magazine this image was on, and maybe this one too.
When I close my eyes,
Oh, that must be his mom and his dad, or maybe his sister or somebody. Oh, that was his mom and his dad. What's going on here? What kind of childhood do you have? Oh, here we are in a red room again. Where is this? Is that backstage? Is this a backstage area? I don't know where that is. Oh, that must be a photo shoot. That must be a photo shoot area. Oh, is he getting is that blood on the back of him? Is he bleeding? He is bleeding. I didn't notice that at first. My goodness, what is he doing?
they're gonna put a picture of me on the cover of the magazine.
Did he get into a car accident and he had that blood all over him?
The picture of me on the cover.
So he wants to be on the cover of a magazine. So I'm wondering, does this movie take place in like the modern day? Because I don't know how many people really want to be on the cover of magazines these days. But like I say, here we in this cold blue room with this beautiful orange light just giving off all the highlights. Whoever was in charge of the lighting did a really good job, because they knew they had to make him pop to like further, accentuate how he looks, because he worked really hard to look like this for this movie.
Cover of the magazine.
Ooh, now we got a little purple up in here. Guess he in the club. Wait. Yeah, we got a little purple. Adding a little bit of fun. So he's possibly having a little bit of actual fun here, because that purple is kind of inviting. It's kind of friendly. It's kind of fun. It makes me think of like Kool-Aid for some reason. I don't know, like grape Kool-Aid. I don't know why that comes to my mind. Okay, what's going on with him right here? Okay, yeah, so I think he got into a car accident, and that's probably why he had all that blood on him, maybe. This smile is so haunting, because this smile is not reaching his eyes. That's one thing I always notice about people taking bad smiling photos, especially when I used to do photography and I used to take pictures and tell people to smile. That smile is not reaching his eyes. Let's see it again. You'll see it. Can I do it in slow motion? Speed? Okay. Let's do it. Let's like slow this down, turn the volume down. Let's look. It didn't reach his eyes. Like he tried to, like his eyebrows raised, but look at that. His eyes, that is so scary. And then how he flares the bottom. Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
You will know my name.
He looks like he's about to cry. And right here,
When the entire world will know my name.
and right here, he almost looks like a child. Do y'all agree? He like, oh no, something about this face he's making is it's a very childlike face. Makes me feel very sad for him. It looks like he's about to cry. And then he's putting back out that fake smile. And this just is a horrifying look because that is in no way a real smile. Although towards the end, it looked like it was turning up into a real smile. Hold on, let's see. Y'all know I love to analyze. Let's see. It almost looked like it was starting to turn up into a natural smile. That's creepy. March 21st, mark your calendars. So yeah, I think that movie looks amazing. Oh, I can't wait to go watch it in theaters. I know. And you know, if you're new here because of this trailer, this is a community of people who were interested in bodybuilding, but you know, for more reasons than one. Like I said, I've talked to a few people and they, you know, when they first heard about the movie and they read the leaked script, they were thinking it was going to be more like a little something else going on. But, you know, now that the trailers come out, they're like, oh, okay, I see the psychological aspect now. And people saw this at Sundance back in 2023. You saw it won an award, but they say it was disturbing. I could see it. Oh my gosh, so creepy. But what I'm interested in is I'm glad Zeus picked this up and is able to, you know, to be executive producers and distribute this. It's making me wonder though, I'm hoping this is going to have like a home video release. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you know, Zeus is a streaming service. So I'm like, are you just going to put it on Zeus? I don't know if would that drive subscriptions? Because I don't think the people who watch baddies are gonna necessarily be interested in this film. And I don't think people who are interested in this film are going to keep their account so they can watch episodes of baddies. I just don't see that. So they're gonna have to distribute this like through Amazon and possible home video release or something. Oh, there's comments up under the video. What do the comments say? Can't wait to watch this first movie, huh? Okay, yeah. So some people are like, oh, so this y'all first movie. Okay, it looks like a lot of people who have Zeus subscriptions are actually have a very positive reaction to this. Someone said, oh wow, the budget is budgeting because I hate that Marvel let him go. I'm going to be honest, you guys, I'm not really sad about that. Probably my most unpopular opinion, and I actually don't share this with many people, I do not like Marvel films, like at all. I dislike them so much that I have kind of come to the point where I don't really care about Marvel properties in general. Because back in the day, if you asked me, hey, Ken, what's your favorite superhero stuff? Who's your favorite superhero team? I would have said X-Men, but not now. Like now I'll probably say something like the Justice League or something. So I'm not really sad that they let him go. And from what I heard from people, they weren't utilizing him all that well anyway, because I think he was in that Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania movie. And that movie got panned, not for his performance, but apparently the movie just wasn't very good. I saw bits and pieces of that movie. He was good in it. Jonathan Majors was. And he was in Loki season 2. I didn't watch that. But people are saying, oh, Zeus is going up. People are saying, I definitely watch this. I can't wait to watch. Oh, Zeus got money. Some people are saying it looks gay. Okay, so it looks like the reception from the people who have a Zeus subscription, they're here for it. They're like, okay, you moving up. Got Jonathan Majors feature-length film in here. The movie is moving. It looks... I mean, they didn't make the movie. Zeus didn't make the movie. They're just producing and distributing it. They didn't make it. But okay, so that kind of answers my question. They're probably going to give it a watch. But I ask all of you, who are interested in this movie and have not really seen anything of the other things in Zeus's catalog. If they release this movie on the Zeus network, would you stay subscribed? Like, if this was the only way you could watch it outside of theaters for I don't know how long, would you subscribe to Zeus Network to watch this? And if you did, would you stay subscribed to Zeus Network? Leave your comments below. I am very curious. That's all I have to say. Can't wait to see the movie in March. And until next time, bye guys.